They say shadow puppetry originated in China over 2,000 years ago during the Han Dynasty. And as legend goes, it started with a love story.
Je suis désolée, Votre Excellence. She's gone. Mon tendre amour.
What draws me to Chinese shadow puppetry, I think, comes from a background of being biracial in a place that was pretty homogeneously Caucasian. I'm part Chinese, so I was looking for both ethnic and cultural belonging, but also a history to belong to. What I had heard about Chinese shadow puppetry was not much, but I had a hunch. So in the summer of 2008, I went on a shadow puppet hunt. And I took planes and trains and buses and even a motorcycle taxi, and I found myself in the middle of the countryside, dropped off on the edge of a road. And from there, I went to an even smaller village. And this is where Chinese shadow puppetry has its stronghold. And shadow puppetry for 1,500 years has been the center of village happenings. They invited me to a performance they were having in the village at night, and I thought, oh great. And then when the puppets come onto the screen, you are absolutely captured in their world, like flies to the light. And we were all that way too, flies to the light, especially myself. And as soon as I saw it, I really knew that was it for me.
The emperor, devastated at the sudden passing of his favorite concubine, shut himself in his room for weeks and months, neglecting his duties.
I miss her. Aye.
The wise advisor realized that if he didn't revive his emperor soon, the country would fall to ruins.
I hate to use the word extinction or disappearance, especially when we're talking about folk art forms or art, because really, truly, all art forms evolve. But yes, I would say it's dying. And we're at the last generation, because right now, most of the masters are aged between 60 and 80 years old, and they have no full-time apprentices. A lot of it stems from the Cultural Revolution, where shadow puppetry and much of the folk arts were banned outright. The collections were burned, and there was no passing down of anything. When I first started, I just wanted to be a creative artist using this beautiful tradition and the techniques and the methods of performance and creation. But now I realize, of course, what's happening in the greater scheme of things. And I really do think that China, when they're ready, when they look back and want to bring Chinese shadow puppetry back or evolve it in a different way, it will be gone. It'll be too late. So I do feel like part of my mission is providing a link somehow.
As the wise advisor pondered the best way to revive the emperor's spirits, he saw shadows casted through a parasol and came upon an illuminating idea. That evening, the wise advisor prepared a screen, a little light, and a silhouette of a woman cut from leather. He told the emperor to meet him at the courtyard at sundown. And so, the art of shadow puppetry was born. The emperor was revived after seeing his beloved so lifelike again. He went on to rule for one of the longest and most prosperous reigns in China's history.
The mission is now bringing together traditional artists and possibly contemporary artists in a way to try to evolve it organically into the next generations. But something about Chinese shadow puppetry speaks to me. It answers the belonging as looking for an artist place to belong, looking for a place in history, as in a human history to belong. It makes me feel really good to know that people have been trying to share stories with puppets forever.